Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to talk to you about some updates about my breast reduction. If you don't know, I've been trying to get breast reduction for like 2 years, and I got rejected because I was overweight, and they were like, well, you can't do that. And so since then, I lost like 60 pounds so that I could get the reduction, and then they were like, oh, but have you done physical therapy and massage yet? And I was like, no. And they were like, okay, we got to do that first. So did all that, got that done recently with minimal issue. And then I had my follow-up appointment finally. So I got my follow-up appointment. I talked to my doctor and she submitted me for referral for breast reduction. So very exciting. That's basically we're over the first hurdle, like the first real hurdle. And luckily I was able to get an appointment really fast with a plastic surgeon, because I assumed that was going to take forever, because it often does, even to see specialists. But they were able to fit me in the next week, which was awesome. And I went in to see the plastic surgeon, and I was the whole time like, hey, if you just got me in a room with someone who knows about how these should look and be, I feel like they're gonna agree with me that I need help. Because it's not just cosmetic, they're treating it like it's an elective cosmetic surgery for insurance. But I have a ton of upper back pain because of my large breasts that I've now been diagnosed with. Literally in my medical chart, it says large breasts as one of my ailments. And it's true, it is an ailment, even though, it makes me hot. It also makes me in pain. So would love for that to be less. Anyway, they got me in to see the plastic surgeon. Like I said, I was like, if somebody who knows what's going on could look at me, they would get it. Yeah, so I was able to go into that appointment, and let me tell you about how that went real quick. Okay, so I went to see the plastic surgeon, and, was taken in there by the nurse, and we went through the, general checkup stuff and the just describing what's going on. And then I got to talk to the doctor, which my personal impression of plastic surgeons is that they're kind of they can be kind of like car salesmen, that they're like, hey, schmoozing you kind of. This guy was the opposite. He was almost, it wasn't rude, but he was very flat affect, very stoic, straight face as he's talking to me about whatever. Not really a lot of inflection in his voice generally, not a lot of pleasantries, He just pretty quickly was okay, here are the questions. And then he was polite, he was nice. But it was just oh yeah, he's really not trying to sell me on anything. But we went through the questions. He discussed with me how I'm feeling. He left so I could get changed into the gown so that he could examine me. He physically examined me, tapped on me and felt them and tried to gauge weight and stuff, and took measurements and everything, and he was yeah, I feel like you would benefit from a reduction for sure. And I was same, big time, thank you for agreeing with me. And told me, the general procedure. He drew a little diagram that I gotta keep, which is nice, because then I can kind of look at it and be okay, let me remember what he was saying. But told me kind of the procedure, showed me how they would do it, told me kind of how much they would take from each breast, and what size I'll likely end up around. He's can't guarantee a size, but probably this. I also appreciated he was if you want to work with me, if you want to go forward, was very much not assuming that I was gonna definitely do it, and definitely do it with him specifically, which I would love to, because he seems lovely. And he was I've been doing this for 20 years and I've never had any of these terrible issues, and then kept knocking on wood while he was saying it like this, to try to prevent the, and try to prevent himself from terrible harm in the future, I guess. But seemed very confident in his ability to do everything, which is awesome. Also mentioned oh, we would do it at your weight. If you got under this BMI, it would be better. But actually told me why, which was how lovely that he was oh, well, your recovery time would be faster. It's probably less swelling, less worry about inflammation and like a fluid buildup and stuff. And I was like, oh, like that's so nice to hear there's like reasons instead of just being like, well, we'd like you to be less fat because it's annoying that you are. Or like, oh, because it's dangerous. And it's like, what do you mean it's dangerous? Like, I had a big chunk of my stomach removed when I was bigger than this. So like, how dangerous could it be to have a surface level kind of surgery, really? But like that makes so much more sense that it's like, oh, well, like for healing and whatever, and was still like, hey, I would do it at your size, you're good, like you don't have to worry about it. But like it would make things easier for you. And I was like, okay, like we'll try. So my plan when I get back from Germany, which I'm leaving pretty soon for my trip to Germany with my niece, once I get back from vacation, I'm gonna get back on the weight loss, which really don't want to, but I do still want to lose some more weight, and I do, I would like to be able to recover as easily as possible from this surgery. So we're going to get back to working on it when I get back from faraway lands. But he told me it would be a week or two if insurance approves until I'll have like an actual appointment. It's been like 4 or 5 days. So like next, Monday will be a week. So I'm not like, like freaking out about it yet, but I am kind of like, hey, could I have that? Would love to get a schedule before I leave the country, and then, it's gonna be more expensive if you talk on the phone. But I'm feeling hopeful that he was like immediately like, yeah, that seems like a good thing, and immediately submitted me to insurance. Told me it could be a few months to have surgery, but like that's great. I would love for it to be in the next few months. And luckily my mom has volunteered to help me, which is awesome, like take me to and from the appointment and like help me out in like the first couple days, which thank you, Mom, appreciate it. So I should be good there. And yeah, I'm just really excited to get this figured out and fixed, because man, does it cause me a lot of back pain. Man, does it make it hard for me to like buy clothes and bras, and like just exist a lot of the time is like difficult. Like I was doing yoga earlier, and I had to like, I wasn't wearing a bra, and it's just like my boobs are just everywhere, making things difficult for me, getting in my way. And yeah, it would just be really nice. I feel like then I can finally work on my posture. I've got like some like, I think it's called kyphosis, which is basically just like the top of my spine is rounded, and there's like ton of tension in my like neck and like upper back here all the time. And hopefully with some surgical help to pick them up and make them smaller and not pulling me down so hard to earth, that would be great. I'd be so excited. So that's generally the update. I'm hoping soon I'll have like get a surgery date, and I can let you know when that is, and that I'll be able to do some like fun content of like before and after eventually. How wonderful would that be? But yeah, I'm feeling hopeful and feeling good. I've been, like I said, trying to do this for a couple of years, so I'm excited that I'm like almost there. And I think it's just gonna hugely improve my life, hugely improve my like comfortability level, and just like make me happier. Yeah, excited that insurance hopefully will pay for it, because it is expensive, and I'd love to not have to pay for it out of pocket. I could, but I don't want to. But yeah, I'm feeling hopeful, I'm feeling good. It was like a bit daunting and frustrating during the like massage and PT section, especially because I had to like make sure some doctors like didn't put in things that I was like, I don't think that's how I said that, I don't think that's true in your notes, or like make sure I had a massage get canceled and then I had to reschedule it, and that was super stressful. But we're almost there. We're almost to the finish line. And then it's just, healing and resting, and just that being annoying because I don't like sitting around. But whatever we have to do to be happier, more comfortable, and yeah, is good. Highly recommend pursue your dreams of getting surgery or improving your physical health, so that you just feel more comfortable in your body and you feel less pain and you're just having a better time. It's worth it, even if it's mentally exhausting and dumb and they make you jump through a bunch of hoops that you probably don't actually need to do. But yeah, so wish me luck that we'll be able to get that done in the near future, that I can be a reasonable bra size that I can buy at most stores instead of having to order them online, always basically, and then still having trouble, because like right now I'm like a 40J, so I'm pretty big, and hard to find that size sometimes. I was a 42J because I think I'm 40 now from weight loss, and not an easy size to find, I bet you can imagine, and also, just like inconvenient in a lot of ways. So excited for that to be fixed. I do feel like I definitely have body dysmorphia from my weight loss, and I am a little worried about that from also the breast reduction. So we'll see how that goes. I'll keep you updated on that. But yeah, I think it'll be overall good, and I'm excited and hopeful. And yeah, that's about it. So thank you for watching this video. Hope you enjoy listening to me give you this update. And soon enough, hopefully I'll be telling you when my surgery is and taking you with me on that adventure. And yeah, should be good. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.